Recording in progress. Here we go. And we are live. Are we live? We're live on Facebook. Yeah. Tell me more. I think we're streaming live. Karina, hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, Anick.
Yeah, hello everyone. I want to introduce you an extraordinary woman who is in France. I think at this point in time, you're in France, Karina Schelde, originally from Denmark. And we're going to have a conversation today about her amazing creation, her soul's work called Soul's Voice Method. Karina, welcome.
Thank you so much, Anick.
Yeah, tell
I'm
us
all
about.
excited.
You're
Yeah.
excited? That's great. I'm excited too. I love interviewing amazing humans. You're doing great work, transformational work, powerful work in the world for raising the vibration and raising consciousness. That's what I love the most when we all awaken and with our heart open and we're following our purpose and our passion. And you're one of those incredible women in the world who are doing that. Who is doing that. And I'd love for you to share with us your journey. Like, what is Soul's Voice Method? What is Soul Voice?
Yeah, yeah, it's really awakening. It's a pioneering job to get people into their really authentic voice, because when we first start to free the voice completely, then you access this, what sound can do, access the subconscious quite quickly. And in the subconscious is where not only our dream time, which is very vivid in Australia, I believe, from the indigenous people and so forth, Aboriginals, but also the emotional body and the senses, our senses and our higher senses. That is also when we have deeper issues or traumatic experiences, you need to go down and know how to handle that and then combine it with consciousness and the higher consciousness. So I work really how to access these parts that we normally don't access. It could be a little bit scary, but it's so safe. I have conducted workshops for 35 years and
35
group,
years. Oh my
yeah,
God.
over 35 years. And group energy is so important because it's safe. When you are safe in a group, then you can, yeah, you can express what you never thought was possible, really.
Mm.
So it's a method, it's a sound healing therapeutic method that goes deep to the underworld, to the subconscious, combine all the layers, reprogramming and going back to birth stages when it's a certification program, really going to the depths core DNA of what we consist of, so we can come back to our crystal clear self. And yeah, we also work with therapeutic acting, which is a form of acting that I have created. It's more therapeutic. It's not about playing a role as such, but it's about showing all different sides of yourself in a more therapeutic way. So standing in your power, standing in your wisdom, being really who you are, and behind all masks and what we hide behind all the layers.
Yeah. So, so is using the voice as an instrument for accessing the deepest part of us or the deepest wisdom that lives inside of us.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah,
And,
totally.
and and how did you come about connecting with that, with the soul and with the voice? How did that happen for you? Like, how did you discover that incredible work, method or modality?
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, my first education in my 20s, which is a couple of years ago. Um, I was an actress,
You're an
body, mind,
actress.
mask, like
Okay.
actress,
Yeah.
very, very comedy dell'arte, embodied acting, you could say, really coming from the source, from the chi and arising from our chi, really embodiment. I work a lot with embodiment in my method. When you have a mask on, I mean, it's so many decades ago, but when you have a mask on, you really come into your body because this is all what you have, to show. But I'm very happy I have this background because my work is so grounded. It's so clear on boundaries. It's so embodied. You really come into your cells, it's vibrating, and, your stamina right away just really gets really out there. Anyhow, I was an actress, and then I started to do theater plays and one-woman shows, and then I
Wow.
shifted career. I was at the same time, I was taking different educations as a counselor, as a body worker, as a breath worker, and also shamanic healing. And then
Wow.
in 1988, I had this woman for a session in counseling, breath work and body work, and I could not relieve her pain from her abdominal area in several sessions, and suddenly sounds just started to pour out of me as an embodied trance state. I don't know how long it took. And afterwards, all the pain was gone. She got the wisdom, she got the insights as to why she kept on for that so long. So
Mhm.
that was my initiation, and there my calling started in 1988. Because with sound, you
Right.
need to let yourself become the source more and more, the
Mhm.
channel, but the embodied channel of the sound. But the less you have of layers of all kinds of different dimensions of ourselves, or emotional, physically, mentally, spiritually, the more the source can come in, or yeah, the cosmic symphony, I call it, also can really enter, so
Make
that we can
symphony. I
cosmic
love that, the
symphony
cosmic symphony.
can enter, so we really can become anything. Everything's possible with the sound work, right? All sounds exists, and it's directly linked to our nervous system. Our auditory system is directly linked to our inner organs and all our inner systems. So I work with that also on the further trainings, of course. So it's very
Mhm.
powerful, very powerful.
Yeah, wow, wow.
Yeah.
So you facilitate this work. You're actually training people to become soul's voice practitioners. Is that
Yeah.
right?
So those practitioners, like therapists or sound healers in the method. Yeah. Yeah. It's a longer training. It's a 2.5 year training. And I come to
One,
Australasia and
2.5 years. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
started it. Started in December 2025. It's starting, and first you need to take the introductory workshop, a 2 days workshop that we started with in Sydney.
That's right.
First,
That's the whole idea is I'm
yeah,
introducing you to my community because
yeah,
you are coming here to Australia in 2025, which is really exciting because you haven't been back here since 2012, right?
that's
So yeah,
right. Yeah,
you're coming to do a tour. You're going to be touring Brisbane,
yeah,
Melbourne,
yeah,
New Zealand, and of course, you'll be in Sydney on the
yeah,
1st and the 2nd of March to do a 2 days workshop to introduce people to your method, to Soul's Voice method for people who are passionate about voice work. Yeah, who is
yeah,
this for? Tell me more like
yeah.
who should attend to a 2 days workshop with Karina Schelde doing Soul's Voice?
Yeah, the soul voice method. Well, it's such a good question, because we think that it only needs to be actors, singers, teachers, people who speak in public and so forth, which of course they get a complete blast, a new revelation to who they really are, and so forth, and new angles to their personal profile on all levels.
Yeah.
But the voice, everybody who has a voice can
Mhm.
sound. The voice, the sound work goes into really accessing these parts of ourselves that is us authentically. And who doesn't want to become more authentic in their communication, in their emotional body, speak more clearly, but speaking from the heart, speaking from the soul, speaking from embodiment. So we don't live sort of up in the stress level, but we really come down and stabilize everything. Everybody who has a voice can do this work. It is mostly people who are already on a self-development path that are taking
Yeah.
my trainings, and
Yeah.
especially also for the longer trainings. I also do a 6 days in Australia in March. That is the
Yeah.
continuation of 2 days before before the certification program. But this is really people who are interested in working more in depth with themselves, because so many people come to the longer trainings also that has done lots of other healing modalities, and then they tell me, well, soul voice is really synergizing and composing all what I have learned in a complete new way. It is if they couldn't go to these heights, these steps, this extension, this new revelation of who we really are and what we have not least to deliver of transformation to the world, as you clearly said, Anick. So people who are interested in self-development, in general, attend the workshops, I would say. But who has a voice? And everybody who has a voice can sound and can do this work. And yeah, surprise yourself, take a rest, take challenges, push yourself in a good way. So we come out of our comfort zone, because that's where it's happening. Don't do all what you already know, but go to the next level, come out of our comfort zone. We need that today because everything is unexpected, right? We need to be able to respond really with lots of present moment and grounding to what is happening inside ourselves and outside ourselves.
Correct. Yeah, 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 yeah. And so that sounds amazing, Karina, that I mean, yeah, accessing our voices and being more authentic and would you say also, really speaking our truth from our heart and from a place of being embodied, like in our power, in our self-confidence and self assertiveness and um yeah, just as opposed to coming like a little machine and come from conditioning or programming, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that the robot energy or the habitual energy,
Mhm.
people are a lot in that because of survival, lots of survival mechanisms that we have to stress.
Mhm.
But when you start to really fall into this more, you could say, relaxed and alert place in yourself, because I work with the instinctive brain, the reptilian brain, also because we need to go to this foundational place in ourselves to get a stronger grounding to all what we are facing inside ourselves and outside ourselves, and then combine that with our emotional body and with our consciousness and higher consciousness. And that's what all the exercises and techniques that I have pioneered are really accessing that. So from the very beginning, it's very powerful. And you get so many, all these qualities that you mentioned, outcomes that you just mentioned, Anick, yes, absolutely. But then also each individual come with their request or their issues. So that already in the first 2 days training,
Yeah.
can be resolved. You could get a sense of how can you work with your own issues or pains or whatever we call them, that what is out of balance. And
Mhm.
I work a lot with consciousness, of course, into the emotional body, but also into discordant and off-key sounds, because when you can hold them and when you consciously can work with them, in a repetitious soundscape, they can really break up an existing structure on existing other mental or emotional structure and
Yeah.
dissolve it and delete it. But you have to know what you are doing, because else, yeah, else it cannot happen. I work a lot, of course, with intention and deepening intention and people really being conscious in all that they
Yeah.
are with their voice. So they dare to go there. They dare to go there.
Mhm. Wow, beautiful. Very liberating. Sounds like it's
Very
very,
liberating.
very
Very,
liberating.
yeah.
Yeah. How,
Yeah. Expression will set you free.
Yeah, set you free completely. I mean, yeah, freedom is such a big, yeah, it's very high in my value, that's for sure. And I'm not the only one here, that's for sure. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Beautiful, Karina. Well, thank you. I mean, that's a great first introduction. So people know you exist. You coming
Yeah.
in Australia, you're coming to Australia in 25.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. I'm really excited to have you here. I'm the organizer of the 2 days workshop in March, the first weekend of March, 1st and 2nd in Rushcutters Bay at the Drill Hall, which is a great space. And we're going to get to practice and embody and learn and discover about Soul's Voice Method with Karina Schelde. So that's really, really, really an honor and really exciting to welcome you here.
Thank you so much.
Yay, yay.
I
Karina's
can't
got
wait.
books, huh? Karina's got lots of books. Check her out. I'll put all the links. This is the brochures of her. Ooh, can we see certification training? And yeah, you will be hearing about Karina in the next few months because March is just around the corner, and we have an early bird price if my people in Sydney wants to join the workshop in March. We've got an early bird until mid-December. 15th of December. And if you have any questions, reach out to me, Anick Patry, about Karina's work and her workshop and all that jazz. I'll be delighted to answer all your questions. And Karina, well, thank you so much for showing up on this morning in Europe. So here the sun's gonna go down very soon. It's a nice day. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was fabulous to meet you in this forum as well.
Yeah, great, Karina. Thank you. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll put all the links of Karina. You can check her out on YouTube, on her website. And I'll put that down because I'm going to stop streaming now. Where's the button? Stop live stream. Ciao, ciao, everyone. Thank you, Karina. Bye bye.